Welcome to Upside DIY. So I've got a backpack with some random stuff that I picked up and also bought. So I found two of these, and here's the other one inside the small pocket. This case just has one glue that I already had. They were selling the half tube for pretty much the same price as this one, so they didn't have any of these. I don't think. I was kind of running through this stuff at Harbor Freight and stuff. Well, here's a SD card type of situation where I could use this small to trace out, and make the cases, some random plastic pieces and stuff that I could, try to see what I could use it for as a compartment cover for the SD card. They were just in there. Most of my DIY stuff kind of like just sits around, but stuff like that. So I spent $23.37 and got a bunch of glue. I got 5. So I got this epoxy quick setting. It's 5 minutes, and I got 2 of those. It should do the same thing as this. So there's one, and I got 6 or 5 actually, 5 tubes. I really needed this stuff, so I went there once I saw the notification on my phone. It's 30% off any item. So these were advertised for $1.80, $2 with tax. So I got 5 of these, so that's $10. These were pretty much the same thing, $2 a piece. So $10, $14. This paracord was around $4. I got pretty much a 1/6 inch. This is a 1/8 inch, and there's also a 50 foot. So it's quite a lot. And a 1/8 inch. Wait, I got both. Oh man, I was supposed to get one of each, but I guess I didn't look at it right. So should be 1/6 and one. Well, anyways, so I've got to check if I was overpaying for the paracord. So it says I paid $3.14 each. So it's kind of original price $4.40. See, yeah, things are a little bit one of them was advertised a little cheaper, but I can't do much. I already got a decent deal, I guess. So the duct tape, I paid probably $3 for this. Yeah, that's just how that went. All in all, it's so $14 for the glue, $6, $3. So that's, and then just to top it off, while waiting in line and stuff, I got pretty much a locking or security bit sets. Sometimes these come in real handy, and this was only $4 on the price, $4.20. So I paid $4.20. It was $5.99 original. So you can't really and plus the quality looked pretty decent. It looked pretty nicely. So that's most of my random free pickups. I'm going to edit this into the other video that I made. Super 5 at $1.49. But I mainly just needed, a couple of tubes of this just to finish my my interesting free stuff when with plastics and containers and recyclables and just even stuff, some nice decals, etc. Some interesting stuff I need to clean up. Hot oil, never know what that is, but try it later on. Some bubbles, got free bubbles. This building blocks, it's actually missing like the top to it, so couldn't find it. Got a couple of like candle holders, and this sheet of plastic. Nice sheet of plastic. Maybe I could use it for my next build. And here's the other jar. So I wanted to add that to some of the video. Yeah, so I got pretty much oh, this phone kind of works and stuff. It's in Spanish or something, so I need to change some of the settings and stuff. And you know, it's actually like from 2023. I've kind of ejected the SIM tray. There's no there's a SIM card and stuff, but there's no micro, or there's no memory card and things, etc. But it seems to work. So I basically need, it had no charge or anything. So I'm not 100% sure, but it's it's got a really bad screen, etc. But it's charging. It's 64. I checked the storage. There were a few photos and stuff, so I gotta just keep this, But I recharged it. It had no charge or anything. Cleared up some of the history, or cleared up, turned off a lot of the Bluetooth and things like that. So I could really test this whenever I'm bored or something. And basically try to. And then finishing up these micro SD card holders. Last night actually, I'm thinking about putting 2 rows of cross Q-tips in there, and having a way to have a plastic type of probably 2-liter bottles. I really need to bend it in a way to tuck or add, like, basically 2 layers. I'm gonna cut these little small pieces and stuff, and be able to open up each compartment individually. I'm not totally finished with this, but just kind of changing some of the plans with the 3 compartment. I might not have a whole lot of space, or even the design to have pretty much 3 rows of SD card, but I could probably have 2. So, but I'm gonna have little small pieces. So I'm gonna have to get some tweezers and things. I gotta size up every small. I might have to change the template and retrace this and find a center line and things, and go from there. I might even have to add pretty much a small place down there, just to be able to attach, or just to be able to open and close any compartments, and I gotta design that. So maybe by next weekend, this will be pretty much finished up or something. But I still need to work on some of the design and figure out how I'm going to add the cover, and so for now, yeah, I'm gonna try different things basically. But yeah, I just need to basically finish. A quick update on what's inside. This is probably just what I did during the summer, repairing bags and cleaning up tools. Just sorting out a lot of the, pretty much, throw away the waste, and and sorting out a few things. work areas, and I worked on these kind of like SD card. I used the last packaging. I actually used like 3 tubes to get what I had started kind of finished up. The only thing is there are some spots that aren't. The acrylic was I forgot to mention that I should have used like a 1/4 inch acrylic, which is a little thicker, which is kind of like these pieces right here. Instead I used this acrylic, which is on this side. It's really thin stuff, so it was just a random piece of plastic that I had, and use the Q-tips. But there are well, I try my best. I use pretty much this after I taped the position, I also use like a spacer. So I cut a small piece of paper, which is this right here, and I pretty much got it evenly spaced. So I went through each row, and with the tape already on there and stuff, I nudged a few pieces around and things like that. So I used a spacer. I'm going to have to get some more glue and and do a final check on the memory card, the size of the memory card, because I didn't consider the width of the Q-tips. So I've got to double check before gluing in the cross sections and things. And then I originally had 2 pieces, and one was supposed to be the cover. But I just figured out, maybe I could use some clear plastic pieces from like 2-liter bottles, or even another, the rest of that plastic that I have. And I want to try to make little compartments, and things like that. There's ways to actually really finish this up, is gluing them like this, back to back. Just because for now, and then just turn. It just depends like how hard the compartments were, or I could still do it this way, but I'm going to have to add a little bit more silicone. Some things aren't as flush as possible, things like that. I tried to, when I was gluing it, I was pressing it with like a piece of wood and things, but and things like that. And the crazy glue, I had to use gloves to avoid getting my fingers really stuck on stuff. So use rubber gloves and stuff. So it's going to be an ongoing project like the rest of my stuff, but I just wanted to update you guys. I also have a few things. I'm going to cut these little small pieces and stuff, and be able to open up each compartment individually. I'm not totally finished with this, but just kind of changing some of the plans with the 3 compartment. I might not have a whole lot of space, or even the design to have pretty much 3 rows of SD card, but I could probably have 2. So, but I'm gonna have little small pieces. So I'm gonna have to get some tweezers and things. I gotta size up every small. I might have to change the template and retrace this and find a center line and things, and go from there. I might even have to add pretty much a small place down there, just to be able to attach, or just to be able to open and close any compartments, and I gotta design that. So maybe by next weekend, this will be pretty much finished up or something. But I still need to work on some of the design and figure out how I'm going to add the cover